What is up, everybody? It's Sam, and we are back with season 2 of Pessimistic at Best, the podcast. Woo woo!
Let's go.
And you'll never guess who's here for my kickoff episode.
It's me.
It's James. It seemed like the only appropriate way to bring in season 2, especially because we both got to take 5 months off from this thing.
5 weeks.
5 weeks. So true. 5 weeks is what I meant to say. It was good.
Back and better than ever.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was nice. Went by quickly.
To not have to edit my podcast?
I guess, yeah.
The show could not go on without you, so thank you for being a part of it. But yeah, I don't know. We had like a little month off. It was good. I needed it. Life was catching up to me. Not to say that it is getting any slower, but we're working on it. And I think that's fine. Did you have a good month?
Yeah, it flew by. This summer's flying by.
It's August.
Yeah, that's messed up.
It's messed up. I'm trying to think of the things we did. End of June. I don't really know.
I was about to leave for my trip to Tahoe, just gearing up for a busy July.
It was busy. I spent the 4th of July with friends in Milwaukee. Thanks, Zoe and Ruth, for hosting me because James was out of town. So I ended up staying the whole weekend. It was really pleasant. We went to a beach. If you're around the Milwaukee area, the classic is Bradford, but we went to a different one that I cannot remember the name of off the top of my head. It started with an A. It was really nice. It was like in kind of like that, nice part of the neighborhood, Shorewood, whatever.
Yeah.
So all the nice houses, and then of course they have a nice beach.
Right.
I would say it was like I don't know, like opposite vibes in that like Bradford, everyone's binge drinking, which can be fun.
True.
But this was more like families. Mm-hmm. Everyone had beach umbrellas.
Was it the same weekend you went to the lake?
Yes. Yeah. It was all a pleasant surprise. So it wound up being a super, super, super hot weekend. Which it honestly has been a really hot month. But that was really the first hot weekend. And we were going to go to a park that day and grill out. And then we ended up going to the beach, which was like a million times better because you could be on the water. Because, it was really hot. I scraped my knee. That was lame.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was super lame. I haven't scraped my knee in a long time.
Yeah, that shit scabbed over hella, too.
Yeah, I felt like a child with a strawberry? Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, no, I felt so stupid. And it wasn't even like your normal, you're drunk on the 4th of July and you do a little oopsie. That's not what it was. We were leaving. This beach, you walk down a whole shit ton of stairs and then you're down by the beach. Like it's down a ways.
Okay.
And so then obviously you have to go back up when it's time to head out.
Right.
Because, what goes up must come down or whatever. So that's what I had to do. So we're like on our way back up and you have to like do a big step up onto the boardwalk. And I just happened I had my bag with me with all my things, my change of clothes, my towels on my shoulder, a giant cooler on my arm, completely biffed it. And I actually took a picture of my knee at the time. I think Cooper was actually maybe the only one that saw me like completely eat shit. And he was like, "Oh, Sam, are you okay?" And I was like trying to play it off so cool. I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm so good."
Yeah.
And I kind of thought I was, like, it definitely hurt, but it really didn't look that bad at first.
Yeah, you showed me that picture. It, like, didn't look bad at all.
No, and then, like, a couple weeks later, it was absolutely disgusting.
Yeah,
and it lasted for almost a whole month. I managed to peel the last little bit of it off right before I turned 25.
Yeah.
You can't go into 25 with a scab.
It was really hard for you to not tear it off earlier. That was funny.
It was so gross. I haven't had a scab in forever. I wouldn't say that I do a lot of things that would lend themselves to having a scab.
Except walking.
Yeah, that's the one.
Upstairs.
That's the one that got me. But it was really fun. And then, besides the scab, I ended up staying the whole weekend there, which was nice. And then a pleasant surprise, we got to go boating the next day with Kayla's family. Sometimes it's fun to hang out with the adults,
Oh, yeah.
I think that's been the theme of July. We've been hanging with the adults.
True.
Yeah, it's been nice. And then you went to Tahoe, you were there. A boys' trip.
Yeah, we did a little hiking, a little disc golf, the classic vacation stuff.
Just guys being dudes.
Yeah, we hit some beaches as well. Some really nice beaches there, man. That place is beautiful.
I've never been.
Yeah, we should go
Still waiting for my invitation.
next time.
But that's what's up. Yeah, no, I missed you that week, but I actually kept myself very busy. I was thinking about it. Actually, I complained about it a lot before you were leaving.
You did.
Which is in line with the theme of this podcast. Because I hate being alone. And I don't remember the last time I spent that much time away from you. I think like probably since pre-pandemic because of how we've just been coexisting like this for forever.
Cooped up.
So yeah, I thought it was going to be way worse than it actually was. But I did stay busy. So that's nice. Then I had my work trip. That was a whole pain in the ass. It was awful.
Flying, mainly.
My God. Okay. We've already talked about it on the pod, so we don't need to talk about it too much. But flying post-COVID, absolutely not. Go on a road trip. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Everything is backed up.
Yeah,
Everything.
They're fucking up right now.
All of my flights got delayed. Not a single one ran according to schedule, and then I missed every single connection.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I pretty much flew to LA, had one meeting, and flew back out. That's what I did. It was awful. And we ended up on the way there. It was like we got delayed. It was going to be Madison to Chicago, Chicago to LA. Mm-hmm. So seems like it shouldn't be that hard.
Right.
We literally couldn't even leave from Madison. Like that flight got delayed before we even got to the airport. That flight got delayed.
I remember that the day of you were working and stuff.
And then we missed our connection. Then we got put on another one that was going to be Madison to Chicago, Chicago to Tulsa, Tulsa to LA. Mm-hmm. No. That would be such a long day. Yeah. And then an extra layover means extra room for missing your connecting flight. Like we just can't. So we ended up not doing that one. Actually, I think we missed it. And then we got on a whole nother one. We ended up getting into LA at like, I don't even know, 1 or 2 or something. And then terrible. Going to sleep. No, I guess maybe that's when we went to sleep, which is like 4.
Yeah, 4
our time. Mm-hmm. It was terrible.
We had something stupid. We went to ATL before going to Reno. We went to Milwaukee, Atlanta. That's the other side of the country.
It is the biggest airport in the U.S.
There you go. But it sucked going to like almost the East Coast all the way back to Nevada.
I'm going to put that one back on you guys. You should have booked different flights.
You know, I was just following the crowd. But yeah, Joe, if you're listening to this.
That's something I've been thinking about.
It was decently cheap though. So it's okay, Joe.
That's because you flew to Atlanta.
It was manageable, but yeah, flights, airports, they can't handle it right now.
No, they literally cannot. It was so miserable. And then we got back here to Madison. Mm-hmm. It was literally the quickest little trip we've ever had.
You said the trip itself was nice, right? At least a little bit.
Well, we didn't really get to explore a ton. However, we did bird scooter. Me and Ellen, my senior.
Yeah.
She's the best, and we bird scootered, which was I don't even know if we lime scootered. One of those.
Yeah.
Love those things.
Yeah. In Tahoe was my first time riding one. They're so fun.
I'm obsessed with those. And like I get why cities don't always love them, but honestly, I'm ready for them to come to Madison.
No, they're so fun.
That shit is so fun.
But yeah, they sound like hell for
Madison. You can really fly on those things.
They sound like hell for a city, but yeah. No, it's so fun. It's so fast.
Yeah, you go really fast. Mm-hmm. It was funny because we were doing it in like downtown LA. Well, not downtown. I don't know. Wherever our hotel was, which doesn't seem like the safest. And then also so we pretty much just took them to go get ice cream and come back. And we took them, and the one I had was literally insanely squeaky. Like it was so squeaky. It needed some maintenance. It needed some oil. Something had to happen there.
Pressure on when you stand on it, or like the wheels turning?
Neither. It was like the handle.
The handle turning?
The handles. Just like the way, I don't know. It was so fucking squeaky.
That's funny.
The smallest little crack that you went over, it would squeak a ton. Any bump, it was so loud and obnoxious. You could hear me coming from miles away. Yeah, no, it was so fucking stupid.
That's like that fucking carriage in the Aristocats. You remember that?
Yes, that is how I felt, literally.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so then, of course, I swapped that one because there were like, 10 other options right outside of the ice cream store.
Oh, when you went back, you're saying?
Stop. Yeah. So then for the way home, we picked up different ones, I think. And then Ellen's was squeaky.
No way.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Hers wasn't nearly as squeaky as mine.
Mine was pretty good.
They make me I just feel like a kid.
Oh yeah. I just want to go everywhere.
Yeah.
Especially with all the bike paths we have here.
Yeah.
They'd be so nice.
Oh my God. I don't think they'd be allowed on those, honestly.
Oh, I feel like I've seen motorized like bikes and stuff.
Yeah. Actually, Brandon, another one of my coworkers, took us to
Oh, yeah.
Sir. Which was honestly the best. I've always wanted to go. I absolutely watched Vanderpump Rules. Big fan of Lisa. Love her work. And yeah, so if you're, well, I know you're not familiar.
I'm not,
Yeah. For any Vanderpump Rules fans out there, SIR stands for Sexy Unique Restaurant. And it is, I'm trying to think. I mean, Vanderpump Rules is a reality TV show. And Lisa Vanderpump, who was also on Real Housewives, has this show. Well, she has like a couple restaurants in LA. And she has this whole reality TV show based around her restaurant staff, and it's just like restaurant staff drama. It's insane. It's so catty. It's just like absolutely ridiculous. And it's so funny because they're at work. Like this is their real job, but like also they know they're on, it's not like hidden cameras or something. Like it's just like oh my God, it's just the most ridiculous show in the whole wide world. And then there's a whole part of the restaurant that you can like pay more to sit in, and then you're in the area where they're filming.
Yeah. They're getting paid to have extras.
Yeah, literally. No, my old boss, Angie, if you're listening to this, used to always, whenever she had like buying trips and stuff in LA, she would always go. Did
she sit in those sections?
She has, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We went on a Wednesday night, so I didn't see anyone cool. I had my eyes peeled, but bummer.
Yeah.
I was ready to see Lisa. But yeah, no, it was fun. And I have to say, okay, because obviously it's literally called Sexy Unique Restaurant. That's the most ridiculous restaurant name of all time.
Definitely.
And it's like campy, just like ridiculous. Like the vibes, I don't even know. It's a crazy place. Maybe you would call it a little chuggy. It's like so tacky, like beyond belief, but like on purpose. And then, I don't know. It's funny. Honestly, the food, not the best. Really, really subpar, average, nothing to write home about. But
what'd you get?
I got pasta, so you can't really fuck pasta up, like that's a safe choice.
Right.
So like mine was fine, but like expensive still.
Yeah.
But you're paying for the vibes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it was really fun. And it was just like, I was very, starstruck.
Yeah. So close to stardom.
But yeah, no. And they're known for like their goat cheese balls.
Oh, okay.
That's like a little appetizer you can get that they market the
Were
shit
those
out
good?
of. Those are pretty good.
Okay.
Again, can't really fuck up fried cheese.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they were pretty good. They lived up to the hype.
That's cool.
Yeah. But it was really just more about being there. And I actually I've never really been to LA. I went once when we were visiting Julia.
Oh yeah.
My friend for spring break. We like drove into LA for like a day. Mm-hmm. Literally had brunch there and then drove right back out.
Yeah, you've only had short visits.
Extremely short visits.
We'll have to go really check it out sometime.
Yeah, I can honestly say I don't think I'd ever want to live there, but that's just me.
Based on what I've heard, me neither.
Very dirty. Extremely dirty.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we went down Rodeo Drive or whatever. That was like obviously clean because it's like rich.
Right.
But everywhere else, pretty dirty.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Those big cities, man.
But good ice cream, bird scooters. Shit. So I guess I'd visit.
Yeah. Pros and cons.
Yeah. What else did I do? I turned 25.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
That's something I did.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
That was a fun time.
It was.
Fun weekend.
Yeah. I honestly, the week leading up to it, horribly stressed. I was horribly stressed.
Yeah, you had a lot on your plate.
I did. It was like, honestly, this month didn't stop. We went back to work in person.
Oh, yeah.
And it was that week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's just, we're normally just going in 2 days a week, hybrid model. So like totally fine. And I was actually excited about it. Still am. Like it's nice to go in a little bit.
Yeah.
But we did it like all at once, and it was kind of like a new hire orientation. Mm-hmm. So activities were planned for us like all day, all night.
Yeah.
It was just a lot. It was fun, but it was exhausting. And then, of course, it rolled right into my birthday. Right. I didn't have a plan for my birthday, which normally I feel like I do. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely stressed you out not having a plan.
Yeah, it did. So it's something I would not like to do again.
Yeah.
But now I'm 25, so I'm mature.
That's right.
And I'm feeling good.
You'll be able to plan
for 26. Yeah. We'll see. But yeah, no, I took off for my birthday, which was kind of nice. My birthday was on a Friday, so it just felt like the stars aligned.
There you go.
So I did take off of work. It was a good weekend. I don't know. I just celebrated here in Madison, so it wasn't anything too crazy. But 1 year older, 1 year wiser, as they say.
Quarter century.
And what else? What did you do? Did you do anything cool?
I feel like I just don't really remember the middle of July.
You do have a terrible memory.
Yeah, things just kind of happen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But
if that's how you feel.
Is July when the Bucks won? I guess that was some stuff, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I went to Milwaukee once. I went to friends' houses for the games. It was fun.
Yeah, go Bucks. Bucks and 6.
Bucks and 6, baby.
Epic. Love to see it.
Did you watch any of them?
I watched one.
Oh, yeah. In the Deer District, the one when I was in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
We were both in Milwaukee.
Yeah, that was a fun game. I watched the Bucks win, of all places, at Silk Exotic.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Has that been told?
No.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so if you're wondering why, I'd love to tell you the story. So, yeah, that was actually for Ruth's birthday, so that was the end of...
Oh, that was the end of June.
End of June. I went down for Ruth's birthday. Happy birthday, Ruth. She's also 25. And it just also happened to be a Bucks game. Ruth loves the Bucks. So perfect celebration opportunity. Yeah. Got dropped off right at the game. And we were in Deer District. The game itself was not in Milwaukee. It was an away game.
Oh, right.
But we decided to watch there because you got to be in the thick of it, of course. Mm-hmm. And it was fun. I mean, it was crazy. Like, watching games there was just as nuts as it looked on TV, if not more so.
Yeah.
And, like, this was kind of early on in the...
I think it was the third game.
Yeah.
Or maybe the fourth. I think the third. I think they had lost 2.
Yeah.
And that was the first one they won.
So, yeah, so we were there. We were having a grand old time. Took hours and hours to get a beer.
Yeah, it was packed even that early.
Yeah. Oh, and then everyone was standing on the tables in front of you. You couldn't hardly see. But then we would be like, Ruth, get up there. And she was having the time of her life. So that's all that matters.
There you go.
And then it was like close to the end of the game, right? And Adam had just gotten there. And so I was like, oh, like I'll, I'm going to go find him because he's not going to be able to find his way into the middle of the crowd and find us.
Yeah.
Being the good friend that I am.
So true.
Mm-hmm. So I went out there and they didn't tell me before I exited the vicinity that I wouldn't be able to get back in, which is rude. But I found Adam like right outside. We tried to come back in and they were like, no, it's too close to the end of the game. Mm-hmm. And I really had to pee.
Yeah.
Like really bad. And like normally, I have a strong bladder.
You really do.
I really do. I feel like for the most part, I can hang.
One of the strongest I've ever witnessed. I mean, I guess it's just because I'm with you a lot that I can like make a call like that.
Yeah.
Of how good it is. But
thank you so much for saying that.
You'll say that you need to go to the bathroom and then be like, it'll be like 4 hours later. I'll be like, didn't you go to the bathroom? And you're like, no.
No.
I could never.
And that is a testament to how little water I drink, folks.
That too. Mm-hmm. Something to work on.
Yeah, it is actually one of my 22 goals, I think.
Yeah.
2021. Anyways, and so I really had to pee. Like the most I've ever had to pee so bad. He wouldn't let me go back in to go pee because, of course, too late. Mm-hmm. And then there's like an Insomnia Cookies next door. So I was thinking maybe I could go there. Me and Adam were like sort of watching the game on his phone while everyone... Yeah, and it was slightly delayed, so everyone would cheer, and then we would see what happened. It was stupid. So I had to pee, like, literally so bad. I'm rocking back and forth, thinking, like, literally couldn't think about anything else. We tried to go pee in the Insomnia Cookies, but anything in the vicinity was kind of like, no, we're not having our public restrooms open, probably because everyone's just trashed.
Could you have, like, bought something?
They were, like, closed to the public. Like,
okay, I got you.
I would have bought a cookie, no problem. Love those things. But yeah, so couldn't go to the bathroom. Then we tried to like look around a little bit for like a public restroom or weasel our way into a restaurant. But I'm telling you, that area of Milwaukee was lines out the door, every single establishment except Silk Exotic.
There you go.
So we went walking around. Adam had someone there was like another bar across the street we were maybe going to try because he knew someone who worked there. That wasn't working. We walked all the way across the bridge. We were kind of far at this point.
Wow.
Just searching for a restroom.
Yeah.
And Adam was like, you know what? You really have to go to the bathroom. Silk Exotic has no line. Let's just do it. So we literally go there and paid $12 cover each. $12. Adam was like, it's worth the $12. It was.
Yeah.
And so we got in, whatever, very out of place. I was wearing a denim jacket. I had no business being inside the Silk Exotic. I beelined into the restroom, and Adam was like, and at this point, the Bucks had gone into overtime.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Yep. So the game was on. And actually, no one was paying attention to the poor dancer because the game was on. And they went in overtime, so everyone was very excited. And Adam was like, I'll buy us a couple shots while you're in the bathroom. And I was like, okay, whatever. And so I pee, whatever, I do my thing, and then I get out, and Adam had purchased us some shots. And so then we did our shots. We're watching the game. I think we even got another round, and Adam was like, might as well stay here till the end of the game because we already paid our $12 cover. So we're sitting there, everyone's watching the big screen, and then we won in overtime. And I am not kidding you, that dancer went crazy.
Let's go.
It was so crazy. So good for her and good for the Bucks. Good for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, really solid.
That's amazing.
Great for everyone all around. So yeah, so then we left. We had our wristbands on still. We met up with all of our other friends. Good story.
Yeah.
One for the Bucks. So
Definitely.
Yeah, where were you when the Bucks won?
I was at Trent's house. Kicking it.
Not quite as exciting, but...
Yeah, we just decided on a easy night instead of the hecticness.
That's fair.
Chaos.
Well, I got a show, so...
For real, yeah. I should have been at Silk Exotic.
Yeah. So that was fun. And yeah, now Ruth and I are both 25. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
It is. You're 25.
I am.
We're all 25. So
it's
funny
over.
how that works.
Yeah. It's all downhill from here.
I don't know if it's really hit me yet. I don't know if I feel like a changed woman. Here I am.
No. You haven't had one of those moments
25.
like, oh shit, yeah, I'm 25?
Not really.
I definitely was last month. I'm like, I'm all right now. But
Yeah. It does feel a little old.
It's just a big number, man. Yeah.
It's just, one of those milestones.
Definitely.
Kind of like the first adult milestone. I guess 21, but.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's after this, it's just decades.
So true.
You know what I mean? I think that's
God.
what it comes down to.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's like, nobody cares about 35.
No, they really don't.
No, yeah, it's like 21 and then 25, damn. You're in your late 20s, and that's decades.
Wow, that's really messed up, actually.
Yeah, so.
Thank you for sharing that perspective.
It was fun while it lasted. Our youth is over.
It is. What a terrible thing.
Yeah.
So here we are, just a couple of adults. And we've been hanging out with the adults recently.
You just use both forms of adults.
I actually say adults.
I feel like you say adults as a joke, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of,
The aunt versus aunt debate has come up like 3 times in the last week.
It has come
in my
up a
vicinity
lot.
for some reason.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like everyone says the same thing. It's like, and I do too. Like I sometimes say both, and I don't like either.
Yeah. I definitely say aunt more, but for some reason aunt comes out every once in a while. Like, what is that? And actually, when we were in LA, I think something similar happened. I said, so Lisa Vanderpump also has 2 other restaurants, Tom Tom and Pump. We drove past both of those as well on our way to Sur. They're very close.
Okay.
And there was like a very handsome, half-naked man who was outside kind of like, marketing the restaurant.
Come in.
And I think I referred to him as an advertisement.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and like I don't say that. I say advertisement, but
right.
It was funny. I don't know. Sometimes things just come out.
Yeah, totally.
I think I was just feeling kind of LA, Yeah. But I say adults, but adults,
Just wanted to check really quick.
Yeah. So but that is what we've been doing. We actually had a very sweet little party just yesterday.
Oh yeah.
With all of my 25-year-old friends plus Kayla and all of our parents. And I just honestly am obsessed with my friend group and I feel so fine saying that because we have been friends for literally so long. All of our parents are friends. It was so, so sweet. My parents, basically my family just remodeled their kitchen. That's all we've been talking about for the last 6 months.
It looks really good.
Yeah, it's not even all the way done, but it's it looks amazing. I mean, my dad went to town. He did it mostly himself, put in a whole new flooring, ripped out a wall. It was a whole thing. And he's handy like that. It looks amazing. It doesn't even look like my house. I mean, it looks great.
It really looks really good.
And so they were done and, you know, whatever. We haven't been able to see people as much because COVID. And so they wanted to throw a little party.
Yeah, a shindig.
Yeah, and we brought all the parents together, and it was literally the sweetest thing. My heart is honestly still so full. I mean, like, even some of our friends who aren't still in the city, like, their parents showed up, like Claire and Lauren, and that's just like the sweetest thing in the whole wide world. And Sophia. Yeah. So that was so great. And yeah, it was just nice to have everyone under the same roof, and we played some games. My parents bought bag toss.
Yeah. It was
a
good set.
Horseshoes. Had a cookout. So pleasant. It just warmed my little heart.
Yeah, it was a really nice night.
It was so nice. And we got some hilarious pictures of all the parents. Did I show you those?
I saw one of them. I can't remember who posted on their story.
Yeah,
but
I have a few. I'll show you.
I want to see more.
It's just the funniest thing. So yeah, it was really sweet. And that's actually how we closed out July.
Yeah. One for the books.
Yeah. Just us and the adults. The
adults.
But I think that's pretty much what we did. I guess you didn't do much, huh? You can't seem to remember a goddamn thing.
Tahoe, Bucks games. Yeah, that's about it.
All right. That's nice for you.
It was a chill month.
I'm glad you had a good
time. But
time.
also it felt super busy, so I don't know. I was doing some stuff. I was working.
Yeah. Yep. That's something we have been doing. And then we're just going to have to continue to do that until we can retire. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, now it's August. I don't know. It's hot.
Yeah, man. It's been a hot month or two.
I signed up for a marathon.
Oh, yeah?
Are you going to do the half?
We'll see.
I think you should.
Just takes so much time.
I have to text Ruth as soon as we just stop recording and see if she signed up today.
Oh,
she said
yeah.
she was going to.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm excited for it. That's another thing where we're doing it with all the rents. I'm loving this new trend of where we all just hang out with all of our parents.
Yeah.
It's literally so much fun.
You get older and realize they're chill.
Oh my God, our parents are so cool. Who knew? So that's been a nice realization. I love that about, being 25.
Yeah, you can just be friends with your parents now.
Mm-hmm. And all of our friends' parents.
We're lucky.
We're so lucky.
Yeah.
Truly. I mean, that's so special.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of something that's coming up. And actually, honestly, we can probably wrap it up there because our next epi is all about running.
Oh, shit.
With my dearest friend, Kayla.
Little segue.
Yeah. So that's something to look forward to, folks.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I have been recording a little bit here and there, trying to plan these out a little bit more, but you never know. This is just what's been happening.
Yeah.
On this break, I feel like so many sirens have gone past while we've been recording this.
Yep.
I listened to a lot of podcasts while I was podcastless, and it was inspiring. So I'm back, and here we are, and we're doing it.
Hell yeah.
I love it. I'm glad to be back. I did miss it. I mean, it was nice to have a break. Don't get me wrong. But I know you guys probably missed me, so I would never deprive you of this for longer than 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Until our next break, which is actually going to be 6 weeks over the holidays.
Yep.
But for now, here we are in all of our splendor. And thank you so much for listening and for tuning in to season 2. I'm very excited to be back and to throw a couple of promos your way. If you are obsessed with me, like I'm obsessed with you, I would love it if you showed me. And you can do this in a multitude of ways. You can just listen to my podcast, be a fan. You can subscribe to it depending on the platform you're on. You can also rate and review it depending on the platform you're on. I believe that's an Apple podcast function. If you're listening to me on Spotify, I think that's where you can subscribe.
Yeah, follow, subscribe, something like that.
Yeah, or follow, one of those. So those are a couple of options for you depending on your favorite streaming service. And what else? My Patreon. I have one of those, so that's something you can do. It's actually a very fun way to support me monetarily. So if you want to give me your money, great option. And then, that's something I would love for you to do. And I also have an Instagram. You can find us on Instagram at pessimistic@best. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you for joining me. And thanks, James.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Love you.
And I love all of you guys for listening. And I will chat with you again next week.